Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Devin here with a second episode, I guess now, of Know Your Junk. I wanted to be able to, again, consistently publish once a week into the Facebook group here, knowing a little bit more about SEO, how we can actually handle a lot of this ourselves, or at least be informed as to what we are working with. So the first thing, or I guess I should say the main thing I want to cover this week is backlinking. Last week we were talking about content, how content is king. Content is the most important thing when it comes to ranking a site, but right behind it is something called backlinks. So what we're going to go over today is, what is a backlink? Are they still important? Examples of good and bad backlinks, some of the ways that you can get these backlinks, and just making sure that as owners that it's not this big SEO, search engine optimization mystery. So what I did is I tried to find some really quick but very reputable sources to dive over this with you guys. So first one is just simply, what is a backlink? And this is from Ahrefs, one of the most reputable SEO engines, companies that are out there. And simply put, backlinks are links from a page on one website to another. Right there. The way I likened this in last week's video is that it's like a vote. You're not going to attach another company's site to your site unless you're having some credence to them. You're saying they're reputable, you're voting for them. So the first thing I want to cover, because I saw this in the group last week, is, are they still important? So this was the article that I don't recall who it was had posted, but it's from Forbes. So again, really reputable news here. And it's talking about, it's no longer about backlinks. And this was just from September. So just over a month ago, 5 weeks ago. And what it talks about is that backlinks are out, dynamic content is in. But as you start to read the article, what essentially it's saying is that Google search team realized a lot of people were using shady SEO tactics and building tons of backlinks from huge websites, so it fought back. You'd think a backlink from Forbes, one of the most trafficked sites in the world, would shoot you to the top of rankings, but it doesn't. Google now ranks sites by category, news outlets among others, and have lost a ton of SEO credibility and rankability. But if we keep scrolling down here, it talks about SEO, right? Search engine optimization, it never goes away. It talks about how, if you continue to read this, I'll have all of these links in the description, that SEO still matters because some consumers still actively avoid ads, and Google ads that we pay for, and that it can cost you more. So what I want to liken this to help clear up some of the confusion is gold and silver. Content is king, content is gold, right? But backlinking is silver. We all know gold is worth a hell of a lot more than silver. But let's say my competitor and we have a good page of content. We have a lot of words, it's very authoritative that's out there. We both have a lot of gold. But if he's got a lot of silver, if he has really good quality backlinks still pointing to his site, if someone else came up to us and we said, who's richer? Obviously the guy with the gold and the silver. That's going to be the person that they point to. So it is still something that has relevance. It's just Google is learning. They're more aware you have to be getting good backlinks. So that's why I want to talk about, what is a good backlink? What's an example of a bad backlink? So this is a local newspaper, the Stillwater News Press, from my local alma mater when I graduated from Oklahoma State. This is just an older article that was talking about bad weather, but what I want to point out more so is that from this news publication, this article, as we scroll down here, we're going to see one of those links to another site. And again, that's like a vote right here, oklahomawatch.org. They're literally validating and explaining what they are right here. Not every page will do this, they're just citing sources, but they're saying for more Oklahoma Watch content, go to oklahomawatch.org. So that's an example of a good backlink. It's very locally relevant, right? This is a Stillwater newspaper pointing to Oklahoma. An example of a bad backlink is I just tried to find a fun, ridiculous one for you guys. This is a Portuguese forum, and you see it's just talking about porn on here. It's just ridiculous. Girl blog, none of it's in English. I can very easily go on here to register, and I could probably post something. But at the end of the day, let's say if I have a junk removal business, say in Tulsa or somewhere else in Oklahoma, if Google saw both of these, it's obvious which one it's going to care about more. So the domains that we're getting the sites from, how reputable those websites are, that's going to be really important. So going over talking about here how to get quality backlinks, I'll have this link in here too, Backlinko. This is a great one. I only want to cover the first strategy on here just because, again, at the end of the day, we're junk removal owners. We just need to know how to get our sites seen, how people to know who we are. We're not looking to become SEO experts, unless we are. Then I have the link in the article, for you on the page, so you can go and read that on your own time. The main one that I want to talk about, though, here is Haro. Coupon, same argument. I call it Haro. And what that stands for is help a reporter out. See again, another backlink right there. And Haro is a fantastic system here where the way they even describe it on the site, it's like Tinder for search engine, I should say journalists, bloggers, writers, and sources. See, I'm a journalist, I'm a source. So what that means here for you guys is that if you can find somebody in your local area who is looking to learn more about the junk removal industry and you've posted on here, then they can cite you in a news source and they can link back to your website. So for example, if we're in like a very big competitive market, let's just use Columbus, right? We have Ohio State University. So let's just say there's a journaling student who's needing to write something about a local small business and you're on here and they find you, then they're posting it to the Ohio State, say like Buckeye News or whatever it is, but they're linking back to your site. At the end of the day, you're still getting a backlink from Ohio State University to your junk removal local business. So you could even be reaching out to these journalist students directly. You don't have to just kind of hope and wait on one of these sites to get them. So just to talk about more than how to get these backlinks, we've pretty much covered the first one, which is these news articles, which we can use for Haro, or we can be contacting these people directly. So again, small local newspapers, the article writers, journalists, students for all the universities. If you guys just start emailing them, writing them, even visiting them and saying, hey, I'm a local small business owner, I'd love to help provide you a story, right? You're solving a problem for them, and in return, you're getting that backlink. The second one, we covered it here, even though it's a bad backlink, but it's more so just about forums. If we are posting in forums that are relevant or have good page authority or page rankings, things like that, to junk removal, that's going to be another really good source for you. The third one is going to be blog posts. And just to show you how easy some of these can be, I literally just Googled best junk removal blog and I found, not go load up, where we go, bestjunkremovalnow.com blog. And what you can do here is, and you can contact these guys, fill out their forms, email them, and say that you either want a guest post or a paid post. And a guest post is, let's just say, for wherever these people were located, that you're like, hey, I'd love to write an article for your blog, just help create content for you, because that's what blog writers care about, right? Is content. They want people to stay interested, but they can get burned out writing or lose ideas for topics. So you're solving, again, another problem for them by providing them, say, this story. And right in the middle here, see where it says remove clutter. If we look down in the bottom corner, that links us over to, nsc.org. So that's a backlink right there. Or, paid blog article where people who write blogs, that they're looking to make money with some of this stuff, you can go to them and say, hey, I'd love to pay you $40, $60 for you to write an article. And again, if this is a blog that has to do about junk removal, and if it's close to you, then you get that backlink. Or the fifth one is actually what's called blog commenting. So same article, but if we actually scroll down to the bottom here, or I guess I have to fully click on this. Oh, please. Right here, comment. So see, you can put in your name, your email, your website, and write a comment. And you can put, so someone put junk removal Atlanta. So we scroll down, junk removal atlantabest.com. That's a link directly to their site, and they didn't pay for this. They just wrote a comment, and so you can even go around trying to find blogs. There are, of course, other ways which you can read about in the articles that I've linked, but I figured for you guys being very busy business owners, these are 5 best ways. So again, going on Haro, just contacting local news sources for news articles, going on forums, blogs, blog commenting. Oh, and finally, I almost skipped it, is ads. So we're back on that Forbes article, right? And we already pay for Google ads, but what if we paid for news article ads. We see this T-Mobile ad, right? But if we click on it, it's not going to keep us on Forbes, right? It takes us over to T-Mobile. So ads for other sites saying that you're wanting to sponsor them, or say if it's a bigger city newspaper, you want to support the local paper, pay for an ad on there in a digital age, that's also a backlink. So really hope this helps you guys out. And again, any questions about backlinking, things of that nature from this video, more than welcome to comment here on Facebook. Would love to help you guys out. Take care.